It's the 4th of July, 1997. I have been sitting on the edge of my seat for over an hour. My feet are rooted to the theater's sticky floors, and my 8-year-old mind is being blown by this movie that is so funny, so frightening, and so action-packed. When I get home, I excitedly tell my mom all about it, and she grounds me for a week. She says I am too young to see movies like that. But of course, once the movie becomes forbidden fruit, the obsession intensifies. On Thanksgiving, a TV commercial tells me that the movie is coming out on VHS, and my mission becomes clear. Get the movie on tape for Christmas. And I know there is only one person on earth who can make that happen without my mom knowing. Santa Claus. That December, I bounce all around town, talking to as many Santas as I can. I even wait in line for the ones that I know are frauds, because my mom always says, when trying to make a wave in the universe, accumulation of energy is key. Every morning before school, I sneak a letter to the North Pole into my mom's outgoing mail. And they all ask for the same two things. Number 1, the movie on tape. Number 2, please don't tell my mom. Christmas Eve comes, and I am wearing my nicest clothes for my mom and I's annual encounter with church. She was raised Irish Catholic, but walked away from it sometime in the 70s. While we didn't practice Catholicism, my mom really appreciated the community and just the tradition of it. Early into the Mass, the priest invited all of the young kids to come sit on the white marble steps of the altar. I stay in my seat because I am now 9 and no longer identify as young. But Father Pinky has my full attention. He asks if everyone has been good this year, reminding them that Santa has been watching. I sit comfortably on the edge of the pew, fully confident in my morals. At least since Thanksgiving. Later in the service, Father Pinky delivers a homily about pure intentions in the giving season. Says while you may be able to hide ulterior motives from your neighbors, you can't hide them from God. Because God is omnipotent. God sees all. At this point, the wheels in my mind start to turn. God sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. The evidence is overwhelming. Santa Claus is God. I scan the room of seemingly intelligent adults and wonder, how have none of y'all connected these dots? Later, while lying in bed, I say a prayer to my newfound jolly deity and somehow manage to fall asleep. I'm nudged awake Christmas morning by the smell of hazelnut French toast and Canadian bacon. I fling off my covers and I fly down the 7 stairs, skipping the last 2. I give my mom a drive-by kiss on the cheek as she sits sipping her black coffee and watching the white Christmas develop outside of our Toronto townhouse. I scurry over to the stocking hanging above our small fireplace where Santa left his loot. I take the stocking and turn it upside down and shake its contents onto the burgundy shag carpet, and there it is. A tape. of the soundtrack of the movie. My first thought is, I should have been more specific. I'm crushed, but I quickly accept that I'm just gonna have to wait a few more years. By afternoon, I have forgotten what I don't have and am appreciating what I do. My mom and I are sitting on the sofa as the fire crackles and Nat King Cole fills the Christmas air. She points to the tape sticking out of my stocking and asks what it is. I tell her it's a soundtrack to a movie, and she asks if it's the one I got grounded for seeing. I pretend like I can't remember. She asks if I knew why I got in trouble, and I said because I was too young. And she said no. It's because you didn't ask permission. Franny, you are my only child, and I am your only mother. From the moment you came into this world, I have thought it was my duty to defend you. But this year, I've begun to realize that I'm not doing you any favors by trying to protect you from life. So from this day forward, my job is to prepare you. Because someday, you're gonna be old enough to seek on your own. And when that day comes, the best way to do it is with the truth at your back. She looks me square in the eyes and says, Santa isn't real.
I love Mom.
I stuff your stocking. And she reaches behind the pillow and pulls out every single letter that I sent to the North Pole. The reveal makes my mind reel. And while most kids probably then ask about the Easter Bunny or the Tooth Fairy, my follow-up is a bit more substantial. I tell her about my prior Eve's epiphany and solemnly ask, does this mean God isn't real? I watch my mom's eyes dart around the room as she adjusts her tread in waters far deeper than she anticipated. She takes a deep breath and comes back from the atmosphere. Her eyes return to mine and she calmly says, Franny, I don't believe in a religious God because I don't believe that a just God would continuously concentrate the material blessings of this world to one group and leave so little for many others. She goes on to say that she stopped believing in Santa when she was a little girl because she noticed that some of the nicest kids in her class got very few gifts and some of the naughtiest got tons. Her tone slightly shifts as she says, but this doesn't mean I don't believe in a higher power. I don't believe in a written God or devil, but I do believe there are two forces that rule the universe, love and fear, and those two powers are very real. She gives me a moment to absorb that. And then she tells me to press play on the VHS player. Before my sweaty fingertips make contact with the cool plastic, I know that we are about to watch the movie that I have thought about every single day for 6 months. We laugh, we scream, and we cheer through the afternoon while still wearing our pajamas. People look at me funny when I tell them this is my favorite Christmas song, but it is. Because my favorite Christmas memory is watching Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones defend the world from the worst scum of the universe with my mom and with her permission. Thank you. It's the MIBs. Here come the MIBs. Nah, the good guys dressed in black. Remember that, just in case we ever face to face and make contact. The title held by me, MIB, means what you think you saw, you did not see. So don't blink, be what was there is now gone. Black suits with the black Ray-Bans on. Walk in shadow, move in silence. Guard against extraterrestrial violence. But yo, we ain't on no government list. We straight don't exist, no names and no fingerprints. Saw something strange, watch your back, cause you never quite know where the MIB's at. Here come the men in black. Won't let you remember. Now, from the deepest of the dark night, on the horizon, bright light, enter sight tight. Camera zoom on the impending doom. But then like boom, black suits fill the room with the quickest talk with the witnesses. Hypnotizer, normalizer, vivid memories turn to fantasies. Ain't no MIBs, can I plead? To what we saying, that's the way we kick it. You know what I mean? I see my noisy cricket getting wicked on you. We're your first and last and only line of defense against the worst scum of the universe. So don't fear us, cheer us. If you ever get near us, don't cheer us, get fearless. MIBs freezing up all the flak. Men in black, Let me see you just bounce with me, just bounce with me, just bounce with me. Come on, let me see you just slide, just slide, just slide. Come on, let me see you take a walk with me, just walk with me, just walk with me. Come on and make your neck work. Now freeze. Galaxy Defender. Won't let you remember. Alright, check it. Let me tell you this in closing. I know we might seem imposing, but trust me, if we ever show in your section, believe me, it's for your own protection. We see things that you did not see, and we beat places that you did not be. So go with your life, forget the Roswell crap. Show love to the black suits, cause that's the men in men in black. Galaxy Defender. Here come the men in black. They won't let you remember. Here come the men in black. Galaxy Defender.